I just realized Thursdays are weird for me because I got off work and I was just kind of like really drained. And I grabbed a magazine. I got in straight up from the desk, get a magazine, go lay down.
Hmm.
And and then Tony was like, "You want to go sit in the sun?" And I was like, "That sounds pretty cool." So we went for a drive.
Hmm.
It was cold though. So it's like even though I'm sitting in the sun at the top of Mulholland, the winds are coming over and it was really breezy. But it was just good to get out. And then I called my stepmom and talked to my dad, and so that kind of lifted my spirits.
Oh, that's good.
And then so by the time I got off the phone, I was like, okay, I'm ready.
I
Yeah.
I
So.
was I went and drove to the beach today to work. So I sat in the car
Hmm.
because I haven't been stressed out, but and I can't even say I'm overwhelmed, but I've been just anxious. Like I feel like everything's pinned up inside. So I just was like, let me go to the beach and just relax and
Hmm.
work and not let work bother me so much. I didn't do a lot of research, but I did look for the phone number to call to set up counseling for myself. Did you do any of
Hmm.
that?
Well, I found a lady that I thought I might be comfortable with, and I went to the website, and it's one of those things where you fill out your name and your email address and your phone
Mhm.
number, and they're supposed to get back to you. But have I heard back from her? No.
I know. That's the problem with therapists that I've tried to get in contact with. It always takes, I don't, some people never call back.
Yeah.
That do, they say, oh, they don't have any appointments for like 3 months or six
Is that
months.
many people with
I
problems?
know. It's not easy.
I guess so. I guess it's more acceptable now.
Yeah.
But that was my stepmom was saying, she was like, because she called quite a few people before she finally found someone who was open to take her. And she
Mhm.
said, you have to be persistent. So I mean, but then there's like hundreds and hundreds of them. And then you're like, have you ever gone to those Psychology Today, like those boards where they advertise themselves?
Yeah.
And they're like, "Hey, are you feeling down? Are you having trouble coping? Well, I have 20 years of experience dealing with, domestic issues and this and that and blah blah blah." And so it's like it's almost like a dating ad.
I know.
And
I don't know
and
what
you
they
kind of like you look at the picture. Hey, they should have like a Bumble for for psychiatrists. Swipe left,
I
swipe
bet
right.
they do. I bet you they do.
Did you hear that LAUSD fired, what was it, over 100 police officers, school
Oh,
police, and instead they are hiring, they call them school climate officers. And basically, it's their job to kind of monitor the emotional and the mental state of the school. And
mm,
when kids are out of line, rather than to call in the police to punish them or to detain them, they have people to come in who de-escalate
mhm.
and then I guess try to help them to get services or to help them deal with whatever type of issues that they're dealing with.
That's how it should
Which
be.
right, because a lot of violence is due to some sort of mental pain that
Mhm.
that people are going through, and if you don't address that first, you're never going to solve the problem.
Right.
And a lot of these kids, and they're dealing with so much, whether it's in their family dynamic or or what's going on in their neighborhoods. For the first line of defense to be detainment and punishment without even understanding what that child is going through
Yeah.
is a disservice. So I was glad to hear that. Police, they do have their role in society, but I think that recently, in recent years, we've been over policed.
Yeah. We always had a psychologist at school too.
I know, and they don't have that anymore. I mean, like the counselors are totally overwhelmed with the number of students that they have to deal with. And the psychologists, from what I understand, nurses and psychologists, they roam, they travel from school to school. They may only be there one day a week.
Right.
So have you been working on any music?
I have been, but and my intention was to write something that we could write to regarding what we're talking about today, but I didn't have a chance to. So
Mhm.
I found a song that I had written back when their father, and that's another thing. I don't know if I should talk about it or not, but I guess it's important. But I don't know if I'm ready. But their
Mm,
father took his life.
yeah.
My children, Valerie knows about it. Everyone else, I have 3 kids, and their father took his life in 2011. So I had written a song, but every time I play it, I feel like crying. So I don't know if I want to play it right now. It was a song I wrote. It's called Pioneer,
Mm,
and I wrote it to try not positive light, but try to give it, I don't know, some kind of encouraging perception to it,
mhm.
that he was leaving here to find a place for them later when they would meet again.
For the
So,
kids?
yeah, and I never really gave it to them because I just kind of wrote it for myself, I think. So, I don't know, I can play a second of it if you want to hear it.
I
I'll
do
try
want
not
to
to
hear
start
it.
crying. Okay, let me share my screen.
Yes.
Caught up in the game, always saw the reason, but I never saw the pain. No one left to blame, gone with all the answers, now we're standing in the rain. The letter said he had to go, couldn't take the world and all the sadness in his soul. He said he found a better place, he'll get it ready for the day he sees your face again. Sailing on the ocean, on the 7 seas, he'll land somewhere. Right on an island next to your heart's where he gets his start. He's a pioneer. He's a pioneer. The same. She wanted more in life than misery and pain.
I appreciate you sharing that song. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
I think that's all we need to do. That was beautiful.
Thank you. I'm hoping that we can get at least like 5 good songs,
Hmm.
put a little album together and try to get it played, get some airplay, maybe, and then have it downloadable on iTunes and stuff. So
So we would go into a big studio.
I wouldn't mind going to a studio just
I,
for just to do it because I haven't been in the studio for a long time.
I know. Um,
Do all our pre-production and then
right,
schedule
right.
the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have it all planned out and all the arrangements done and then just go in there and knock it out.
Mhm.
I think that's a good idea. Um, we can do that.
Okay. Oh yeah, you gotta sing something.
Let's see. What am I gonna sing this week? I wrote a song I woke up with this song in my head, but it reminds me of yeah, Sheryl Crow.
Yeah.
I had I woke up with with a melody like that in my head. I was like, I don't know. You're doing something that you never forget. I wanna shout it out to the world, no regrets.
So I'm Leia,
And I'm Val,
and we are
middle-aged moms.
making music.
So if you like what you're hearing,
Subscribe.
and we'll see you next week. You're doing
something that you never forget. Wanna shout it out to the world, no regrets.